All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be playing some Star Wars: The Old Republic today. And more interestingly, we're going to be going over some of the new stuff that came out today. We knew that there was an update coming with some fixes and a patch or something along the way for update 7.5b, but we didn't know just how large it would be in terms of the number of fixes. There is really a bunch of stuff touched across the board, and lots of stuff that I'm like, wow, hey, look at that, hey, cool. This is more than just a quick patch update, which is super cool. So let's jump straight into the news and take a look at what has changed, what has been updated, and some of the new items that they have added to the game. Oh, baby, I'm excited. Oh, yeah, let's go. Hang on. Oh, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Oh, bam, look at that transition. Oh, it's huge. Thursday, June 27th is the date today. Pink Space says, I hope they have finally patched some of the stuff that is, I'm guessing something about be broken in this game like forever. They actually did go back and address something that I thought I did not know had been an issue or would ever be on the tracker to be fixed, because it's been around since the launch of the game, and I'd love to go test it out with somebody if someone wants to join me with a low level, like a level 1 Republic trooper or something like. I don't know the exacts. There's maybe you guys can suggest an easier quest to do it with. We'll see. The most sale of the day is the Unstable Arbiter's Dual Saber. I'm laughing really hard because they wrote it as IJ instead of U. I think they were just trying to read it and couldn't see it well. That's funny. Unstable Arbiter's Dual Saber. Yeah, we'll go over the patch notes in a few minutes. Good morning. Is Starforge stable yet? I don't know if I can answer that. I mean, it's online. Haven't seen anyone posting about it being broken. Today. The bounty event is currently running right now, and if you guys want to learn about any of these events, visit Swtorista.com/events. The Galactic Season 6 is currently running. Yeah, I was kind of confused about that. The sale of the day is the Unstable Arbiter's Dual Saber, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it looks like the decoration version. Let me take a quick peek. This item unlocks a decoration in the stronghold. Unstable. Oh, that's confusing. Why does it not have the word that's a decoration in the name? I hope people don't get confused and buy it thinking it's the actual saber, because the actual saber is a lot more expensive. So Bounty Event is running right now. Galactic Seasons is running right now. Nightlife Event will be starting quite soon. We're creeping ever closer, and we will actually go be checking something out related to that today. And PvP Season 6 is also running right now. I think that's it for events, which is still quite a bit. The dev tracker, they said ongoing Starforge issues. Hello. Players are now able to log back into the Starforge server. While the current issue has been resolved, we are still investigating its root cause. It is possible that the server will continue to keep players from connecting to the game. We appreciate your continued patience while we work out a permanent resolution. So on the 26th, it had a hiccup. Yesterday it had two hiccups at different times, and we'll see what's going on in the future. As you guys noted, they moved over to the cloud server, so every once in a while I'm sure they still have a lot to learn about how those work and how those handle different things going on in the world in the game. So we're gonna go take a look now at the patch notes, and I'm quite excited about those because there's quite a bit in them that I wasn't expecting. So the most important thing is that first off, Bessie, they had said they were going to be doing some changes to her, but oh boy, they did a lot in what I'm hoping is a really good way. I'm excited how much they touched it. That was maybe not quite the right word. How many things that they adjusted in relation to Bessie. Yeah, padding. Left, 300 pixels. Oh, that's a little too many pixels. Here, take some of those back. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the Nar Shaddaa Nightlife event will be coming out on July 9th. So basically, they probably did some work in the background just to make that 100% ready to go. And that won't kick in for another, give or take, 12 days, a little over a week. No, almost closer to 2 weeks. Oh wow, JR says I had to abandon Starforge last night. Was up to 1300 ping. Oh my god. I'm logged in right now to Starforge and my ping is absolutely normal. I'm just hanging out my stronghold. It's only 86, which is right in line with what it normally is. Holy guacamole. Nar Shaddaa modernization. Modernization has begun on Nar Shaddaa. The first updates are to the slot machines around the planet in the nightlife event and even in your strongholds if you have them as decorations. Oh hey, okay. You know what? Let's fly to Nar Shaddaa because why not? Let's go the old-fashioned way with our ship. I imagine we won't see too much until we actually get to the casino area, but we should see them when we get there. Should be cool. This was also a bit of a surprise. Nar Shaddaa. Where's Nar Shaddaa? It should be in hut space, right? I don't good at looking with my eyes. We know they've been updating the worlds, but last we heard of it, they were just kind of doing the starter worlds. This is the first outside world that they've touched, which was a bit of a surprise and kind of a cool surprise. So let's go load in here and see what that looks like. You guys will have to point out if you see differences and stuff like that. I really struggle with find the difference. And you know what? I'll also bump up my graphics to the highest setting, to what they're normally at. I turned them down to raid yesterday. Hey, Peter L, thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers. Rikoji says there's a new UI on the slot machines. Yeah, I don't know if UI is quite the right word, but a new screen? Question mark? The pink says I ran both of the factory flashpoints last night. Oh, fun, you did those on Imperial side, yeah? Those are, I really like those ones because of their story tie-ins for sure. Hey there, Sloth. Oh, hi, Sloth Furnace. Hello. Hi. Are you coming in because there's new cool stuff out? I was just taking a look at the pictures that were posted up on SWTOR.com. I haven't actually checked them out yet. I am heading over to Nar Shaddaa to go see the new slot machine designs. And to go pick up those dies! Oh my god, I was so excited when I saw that. I saw that in the patch notes and I was like, ah ha ha! I can get the missing dies. Yes. Hey there, Vindertech. Hi. So yeah, I was wondering, I was of course curious as always, were you the one who designed the new devoted dual sabers? I was trying to figure out whether it was based on something or an original design, because as far as I can tell, it's not one of the Acolyte lightsabers or even particularly close to one of them. And it's also unique because it's one of the designs that we have that's really, I don't know what the texture would be called, worn? Battered? Kind of. I like that. I always wonder how much people care about the hilts because they're so small and so compact when they don't have shiny things on them. Oh, look at this. So Sloth Furnace, who is one of the developers, says that was designed on one of my old vintage flashlights in my parts bin, but Wes on the team made it. Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. So it came out of your garage. Your workshop, but Wes was the one who made it, and Wes has also designed a lot for you guys. Wes has also designed a lot of the other stuff in the game as well. A lot of the weapons. Yeah, a lot of the newer weapons. You think it's the same as Me Master? Who's Me Master? Are you talking about Master Solder? So yeah, it's just it's a flashlight. That's all it is. It's not an acolyte, it's a flashlight. Heard it straight from the devs. Okay, let's go take a peek. I can't actually go. This is embarrassing to say when we got a developer in chat, but I can't actually afford these new armor sets now. If you guys take a look at my Cartel coins, I'm pretty much done. I can no longer actually buy new things as they came out. Oh, I guess I can. I can afford this one technically. I might grab that one just so I can take screenshots of it, but we haven't gotten a lot of the newer stuff on the site. because I couldn't afford it. However, with that said, Neo was really nice. Neo is a player, and he was working on getting me all of those with credits over time, which has been really, really nice. He traded me a bunch of different dies, and I'm getting close to having collected them all for the website. Okay, let's see. I think I flew to the wrong one because I got distracted and excited. Because I think I needed to go to the Club Vertica here. Hey there, Dagon and Nix over on YouTube. Hi, guys. Hey, Binder. So, for those of you just coming in now, today is Update 7.5B Day. There's lots of new little fixes to check out. And I'm kind of wandering around and taking a look at them while looking at the dev tracker. So is this what you guys were talking about? That they have a new UI, quote unquote? I'm curious. Oh, you know what's a really good way to check the difference? I'm not very good at guess and check, but we can go to Swtorista decorations. So first off, I'm pretty sure they were all the same before, right? They were like literally like all the same, like no difference between each other. I'm gonna go look at the decoration website because I'm pretty sure we have them there. Oh, it depends if the nightlife event is active or not. Oh, I see. Slots machine. Yeah, here we go. So here's what one of them used to look like. Here's like the green ones. Here's like what the green ones used to look like. And here's the other ones. So yeah, they are quite a bit different, and it looks like there's possibly more variation than there was before. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can find some old screenshots. Interesting. I wonder if that'll change the way it looks and how they work during the event. I guess we'll find out. Let's see what else is going on in the news and the patch notes. So that was Nar Shaddaa modernization, so not a ton to see. Not a ton to see, just the slot machines. So here's the important and interesting one. And this is the one I was looking forward to, and I think a lot of you who have been working on Bessie will be as well. So basically, the developers added something new to the game called Bessie. She is a basilisk droid prototype. She's basically a companion that you can earn over time by training her, and by training her, you actually have to take her out and about and let her use her abilities, and she's quite weak to start in comparison to like your level 50 companions. So it can be a surprisingly difficult task. Like, you will actually die with her if you don't try and help her along the way. And so what had happened is that there were different tasks for you to complete on different planets and stuff like that, and different roles you had to play her in. By the time you reached her rank 5, it was asking you, please go do 5 quests or 10 quests, whatever, on a specific planet like Iocath or CZ-198, but you also need to have these randomized modules to get credit for doing them. And these modules, you could only get so many per week, and you had to spend currencies to get them, and the currencies need to be used for something else, and they're RNG, and people were getting like inventories full of modules trying to get the right ones, and it was kind of a mess. I don't understand how it was intended to be used. I think the idea was like they wanted you to go train her on random planets without necessarily getting credit for that specific step. But then players always are smart and are like, I'm not going to waste time. Why would I do that? And so they got, instead of like being like, oh, I should do this slowly over time as I get them, they're like, oh, this is stupid. It doesn't make sense, which it really didn't seem to mesh well with the way players were actually playing and enjoying it. So I'm glad they went and addressed it, because so many people were coming by and being like, I'm stuck at level 5 and it's annoying. Like, your game should be fun. It shouldn't be a frustrating and kind of meaningless experience. So poor Kat, we were watching Kat the other day, and she was getting really really frustrated about it, and it was more than fair because she's actually working on it. And I'm talking about this as someone who's not doing Bessie. I'm just kind of following along from the sidelines. There was too many other stuff that came out when update 7.5 came out that I haven't even really started her. I'm also at a weird crossroads where I finished literally all of my reputations in the entire game, so like I'm more reluctant than the average player to want to go and run those some more. So we're gonna go through these one by one for those of you who are familiar. With Bessie will know hopefully what I'm talking about. If you're not familiar, it's just going to be a bunch of gibberish, and I'm so sorry. Okay, so new daily area specific training modules are now available to purchase from HK24 in Lane's lab. So I think I have enough of the quests unlocked, although I haven't really leveled Bessie in any way. Oh, she might be level 2 on my character. Hang on. This would be useful if so. Oh, she's level 1. But I've finished her introductory quest, so that's nice. Is there a fast way to get there? I remember there was a button to go to Runuk, but I think it just shows you where the planet is. Yeah, it's just galaxy map. It used to say Lane's lab, and I thought when I was giving feedback, I thought this button would actually take me to Lane's lab, and now it just says galaxy map. Phantom says, if the data mining is correct, it's always hit or miss. Bessie will be the best in slot for all roles. I read somewhere else that someone else's analysis was that she'd be the same as Shea Vizsla, but I'm unclear. Like, I don't think anyone will know until she's literally level 11 and someone does really, really solid testing on her. Hey there, Foheim and John. Hey, Micro. Hi. Micro says, I spent my last week on Nar shaders. What are Nar shaders? Is that an item in game, or is that something like a graphical thing for your computer? All right, I was going to go see Lane in her lab before I get too distracted. Where's her lab? I always forget. Ah, to the south, yes. Patrick says, is the Gamba event already online? No, they were just letting us know that they've made some changes to it, and it's ready to go for July 9th. In the patch notes. Oh, you spent your last week on Nar Shaddaa. They're new. Oh, awesome, Micro. Thank you. Yes, Nyx, good guess. Good guess. I really don't care how you guys spell things or type things in either chat. Just so you know, never feel self-conscious about making like a typo or not being good at typing or grammar or whatever. You should see. Sometimes you have on stream. You should see me type when I'm not trying, which is 90% of the time. But that one I couldn't guess. That's one of the few I couldn't translate. Okay, so I guess I would talk to the droid, the HK24 astromech. I don't know if they'll be visible or not because I'm not very far in. Ah, look at that. So now you can buy them specifically or buy random training modules using those currencies. So you need to use the prototype data for the specific ones, or you can use the combat systems data for the randomized ones. So that's kind of interesting. This is definitely going to kind of shake up how players are interacting with Bessie compared to now. I'm going to post this up on Twitter really fast because I think people would like to see this. The Basilisk droid quest in SWTOR now lets you buy specific training modules. Example for Iocath or for CZ 198 using prototype data. This means for those of you struggling with level 5, there will be, and onward, there will, you will no longer be stuck by RNG. Yay! So now what I'm curious though is because you do need that currency for other things. So you may wind up with less RNG but less progress because you can't spend that on what you're supposed to. Sunjammer wants to know, when we get Bessie to repair level 11. Will she still be influence level 1? So we have to splurge to get her to 50. That is a great question, Sunjammer, and I don't know the answer. I don't think I've seen the answer posted anywhere officially, and I don't think it is physically possible for anyone to be level 11 yet. Possibly soon. Possibly in the next couple weeks or month here. Zenmaster has a great question about hide and seek. If I get hide and seek to 340, can get your armor and weapons to 340, will you then have to collect all new operation gear to 344? And how do you get ears and relics to 340? Hey there, Zenmaster. That's a great question overall. So really quick answer is, it's always beneficial to get your stuff to 340 using hide and seek. Yes, you will still need to get new operation gear up to 344 if you want the best stuff. There's not really any reason to be honest. However, if you're wearing 340 gear, when you do go into operations, stuff that will drop will be at 340. And then you only have to upgrade it 2 more slots. So, you know, it's a hell of a lot easier. And lastly, how do you get ears and relics to 340? Yep, you'll need to get dropped and or buy the ears and relics and upgrade them up to 344 as well. But yeah, you can't buy them from hide and seek. But if you want, you can buy them with the Ricotta version straight from the vendor using operations currency. I know that was a really fast kind of description, but I believe I have it in more depth if you go to the gearing up at level 80 guide, but it's in a different page. It's got like an orange picture of me with a lightsaber on a chiss. It's a different guide near the top of the page. Yes, so I think someone might be getting close to finishing JR. I agree. I know Tox Pack just sent me level 9. And level 9 like the other day. I was like, woof. You fast, Tox. Crazy. I'm just catching up with chat. Sorry if I missed anything. Feel free to copy paste if I missed it. Patty says, do I need completely new gear if I want to do operations compared to Flashpoints? No, same stuff. Same stuff. Same stuff. Absolutely the same stuff. Okay, so let's go back to Bessie. So we checked that out. We posted that post about the training missions. Basilisk training missions can now be completed while players are mounted or transformed. For all of you, Zach was so excited when he saw this. He was like, oh my god, how many times have I accidentally turned in Bessie or had the quest autocomplete while I was mounted and it didn't count because Bessie was beside me? That was such a pain point. That was absolutely something that was reported during the test server, but I assume they didn't have time to fix it because it was kind of a niche case. Sunjammer says Rishi dailies are the worst for this. Right. And a couple of you are also experiencing a different bug, which was a little more obscure, where if you were doing the mouse droid quests on Runuk, which you might do quite early, then you wouldn't get credit because you're a mouse droid and Bessie wasn't beside you. So glad to see that's fixed. I'm sure that was a bit of a pain point there. This is an entirely new system, so unfortunately they've got a lot of kinks to work out. The good side is it's something new for people to play with. The good thing is that they could potentially use it down the road. The downside is if people don't like it, they're putting a lot of time into fixing it, I bet, and making it that may not be reused. We'll see. I'm kind of seeing mixed feelings about it. I'm still kind of surprised how many people are doing it in the first place compared to like how I felt about it when I was experiencing it on the test server when I was actually playing it. The collected research item for the Basilisk prototype ventures can no longer be used if all granted currencies are capped. Oh, so you don't accidentally waste currencies. That's nice. Bonus missions will now be properly granted after players pick up heroic missions for Orcon, Black Hole, and CZ-198. Oh, what happened there? The bonus mission, Basilisk Prototype Combat Training, will now be granted after picking the Colossal Threat daily mission from the terminal. Oh, just a weird little catch there. Ranchero over on Twitch said, I boosted a character to 80 and geared him up. A few from chat have said the target dummy on the ship is a legacy perk. How do I go about unlocking that so I can practice my rotation without doing the interfleet transport on the dummies? Yeah, great question, Rancho. I actually have a guide about that. Oh, I should search more than combat dummy. Training dummy locations in SWTOR. Let's see, does this guide actually have... Yeah, ship training dummy. Here you go, just in case you need it for later. You go into your legacy unlocks, and it's under global unlocks. I believe it may be called perks now. They changed it kind of recently, and I haven't updated every instance in my entire site. Oh my god. And right here, shipped operations training dummy. That's the one you want. You might as well pick up the Warzone one, but the only one you really need is the operations one. You're the bomb.com? No, Swtorista.com. Sorry. And yeah, Y on your keyboard for legacy is your default key for that. All right. Bomb.com. That's the old one. Cheers, Ranchero. Have fun. Have fun and good luck. Good luck parsing. I don't know if you've seen, but I have a different guide about practicing and how to use star parse. There is another one you can use, but this should explain the like general concept of it if you need a little more info. Combat training Combat training modules for IOCATH can now be used as intended when the only remaining IOCATH dailies are faction-specific missions. Oh, what happened there? The mission complete windows for starting out stabilized and memory chip now have icons. Oh, yay. Training missions now properly progress when the CZ-198 heroic mission is complete. I know there's bits and pieces of ones where you guys were like, hey, why didn't I get credit for that? The Mechshaw training mission descriptions and mission steps will now indicate when the player can complete heroic missions. Oh, cool. Training module items can now no longer be used once the training mission daily limit has been reached. Once again, not accidentally wasting anything. The icon for training mission in the mission tracker window is no longer missing. The training reminder mission now scales properly with the player's character level. I thought that was an interesting one. Like, does it even give anything? Does it give XP at all? The heroic training section X bonus mission now scales properly with the player's character level. Okay. The tooltip for discharge ability now displays the correct damage value. I believe that's one of Bessie's abilities, I guess. Not discharge for the assassin. The tooltip for the pulse fire cannon ability now displays the correct damage value. The tooltips for the original and upgraded regenerative burst ability now displays the correct healing values. Cool. So overall, a bunch of fixes for Bessie, and most importantly is the ability to go and buy these training modules now from the little droid there. Coda wants to know, what are we doing today? Hey Coda, we just had an update today. Update earlier this morning is update 7.5b, so I'm kind of going through the changes and taking a look at everything here. So they actually did a bunch of Dantooine Spring Abundance Festival updates. Unfortunately, when an event is only a month long, if you don't have an update already slated to go for it, like if you find issues during the event, you can't unfortunately fix them while the event is live because you don't necessarily have those fixes ready yet. So unfortunately, these fixes won't be available until next year. However, next year, as soon as the events start, you'll be able to take advantage of those fixes. So lots of little tiny fixes, but the most one you will be interested in is the Gentle Heart hidden achievement now works as intended. So that was the one missing hidden achievement that was broken. And most interestingly, the Zappafish mission rings now indicate how long they will remain active. So maybe you'll actually get to start seeing where that voidfish was hiding. Nigel over on YouTube says, do you think SWTOR will add any new species you can use as your character in the game, like Nikto or Wookiee? Hey Nigel, they've talked a little bit about this before. What's the last day for the spring event, Oakby? It's over. The last day was Tuesday, last Monday. I'm so sorry. It's gone. The vendor's still there if you have tokens to spend. As for Wookiees and Nikto and other species being added to the game, they've kind of mentioned that adding new species is a very difficult thing to do. It is not easy at all in the way that the game is set up and coded and programmed and stuff like that. And number one, Wookiees, they've said, are really hard, and they probably won't add them because they are much taller than every other character. So every time there's a cutscene, your Wookiee's head would be up here. It would be like this. Romance scene. You know, and like they would have to adjust the entire game. They would have to adjust the entire game. So, in terms of cutscenes, they said they probably aren't going to do that. Same thing with little Ewoks or Jawas, too short. And then Nikto are not a horrible option. Nikto, Star Wars? They did say also another requirement they have for new species is they need to have kissable lips for romance scenes. Can I get some votes here in chat? Can y'all on YouTube and Twitch let me know? Do you consider these kissable lips? let me know in chat. I'm gonna leave that up to the community to decide. Are these kissable lips? Fo says, this is super random, but anyone know how to show the default desktop mouse cursor instead of the one they have in game? Oh, wouldn't I don't think so. Windows. Show normal cursor instead of custom game cursor. This one would not be a game setting. This would be, but you could always check out this and see if this works. There might be something in accessibility settings that you could find too. All right, it sounds like I think this comment summed it up. Alvacast said, "I mean, you can kiss. Would you want to? Is another story." But in general, they have, I think, added the most popular species, the ones players would be most willing to subscribe and or buy. And that was the Tigruda, the Cathar, and the Nautilin. I don't know if there are any other species that are as familiar and as popular as those ones that they would go back and add later down the line, unfortunately. Zenmaster says, can you show us how that Wookiee cut would go again? I didn't get it. I'm not standing up again, but... there you go, that's the romance scene. Did you see that Hayden Christensen? That's Anakin, right? Has been invited to be a member of the Academy. He'll be on the council, but he will not be granted the rank of master. Typical. What? You spend money on ricotta? Okay, you'd be the only one. You'd have to fund the entire development of ricotta. Oh, if anyone has like $30,000, I bet you if you gave them like a grant, they'd add to your favorite species. Like, here's $30,000, just make my species, you know? Okay, let's keep going here. And the other one that I thought was interesting and may be relevant to you guys was the red lighting VFX for the SWTOR 19 sniper rifles now properly aligns with the weapon texture. So if you happen to have bought the sniper rifle from the event, something about it is fixed. Desperate Defiance. So here's the story stuff. I'm going to do my best not to read it. But in short, there was multiple cinematics issues and little quest issues, stuff that they fixed about the newest update. So if you're frustrated about choices not getting honored in the story or weird stuff happening in the cutscenes, it sounds like they have fixed a bunch of those. I'll just skip reading them though. General fixes. It is once again possible for players to have a flying mini-pet and ground mini-pet active at the same time. This is a fun one. So we don't really know what happened. So they did a really cool change so that your pet actually stays out between instances, which I'm super excited about because you would summon your little pet and then it would go away every 5 seconds, every time you change areas or whatever, change planets, change instances. And I was playing Final Fantasy for about a year and I got a cute little pet and it just followed me around. I was like shocked. I was like, wow, it just stays. It stays with me. And pets in SWTOR I didn't really use before because they kept disappearing, you know? So this is a really nice quality of life fix that they added that. But somewhere along the way, it accidentally broke the ability to have 2 pets at a time. You used to be able to have a ground pet and a flying pet, and then you could only have 1 at a time. But apparently they added that back, so that was a really nice little fix for you pet lover weirdos. Personally, I find them weird and creepy. Look at them follow you around. Look at them stalking you. Look at them dogging your every mood. I love collecting the pets, and I like putting them in my stronghold, but I don't like them. Look at them. Leave me alone. Kind of like, that's actually a lot how my turtle follows me around sometimes. The tortoise is like completely mindless running forward. Some Final Fantasy pets provide interaction. Aw. What about a Swtorista NPC? I'm not sure I want my character in game. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I want you to leave her alone. She's mine. Don't touch her. Are there new pets? No, no, no. These are just, they fix the pets. Why is that pet obese? To Nick, you can't on YouTube just ask why my pet's obese. Listen, he's a little mudhorn baby. He is a baby. You want to see what it looks like big? Let's see. Pets, mounts, mudhorn. It's not obese. Is it it's the subterranean one, I think, is the new one? Yeah, that's his mama. Oh, little baby. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here. It's okay, though. You get the concept. Let's see. If you're having trouble with a Minbusa conquest objective, that's fixed. Missions with conversations triggered by interactable objects now start for group players as intended. So this is something I've experienced way back when, actually. There was a trooper quest, and I was playing with a friend, or probably Mr. Swtorista or something like that, and I went to go pick it up, and it was an object that I clicked on the ground, and it triggered a cutscene, and for whatever reason, he wasn't, like, getting pulled into the conversation. He just had to sit there awkwardly and stare at me as I did my cutscene without being able to see it himself. So cool that that was fixed, yeah. A little bit says, I have a question that's been bugging me. Where did you film the academy? Like, what is the building in the intro? That's the Tython. The Tython building on the Tython Jedi Academy building. Yeah. The Jedi Temple on Tython. Yes, that is the correct word. Patrick said, is the Devoted Disciple set new? It's so cool. Yes, Pat. It just came out with this update. I'm trying to decide if I like it yet or not. I really like the textures. I was taking a look at the boots. Oh, I can't see the boots right now. Hang on. I wanted to, and the boots, however, I think the boots are super nice. Let me see if I can find maybe Apprentice. I just need some normal old pants. There we go. And maybe take out that dye. We'll just use this one. There we go. Is there a way to uncolor match it? I don't think so, but I think the boots are probably a really high quality texture when they're in their undyed form. Oh, the Acolyte one looks really good in black. Interesting. I really like the texture. I'm not sure I like the design. One thing I really like about the Acolyte uniforms is like in the actual show is how crispy chicken they are, how crisp they are, and more importantly, I really like the overrobes, and it doesn't look quite the same without them. It doesn't look quite as Jedi-y to me. It doesn't look quite as good, but I imagine that was probably something difficult to add, or there was some type of reason that they didn't. So let's see. Defeating hidden and uncompleted achievement objectives can now be removed from the tracker on the main HUD. Fixed missing mountains along the HUD skyline. Fixed shading issues on various armors and a mount. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one's very exciting for you guys. Let me go back and find a post. Okay, so they fixed a current issue to do with armor sets in Star Wars The Old Republic that some of you had been experiencing and trying to tell me about. And I didn't understand what the heck you meant for a while. You were like, pixel shadows or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. Let's see. Swtorista. Shadow? Let's see if we can find it. Oh, here it is. And I was finally able to experience it the other day. What happened to my Patient Defender set? It's like it has this weird dark shadow over it. Is this the black armor thing you guys have been mentioning? The armor texture is still there, but the shadows are super strong, I think. It's working in character select, though. So it's kind of this weird bug where it's like it made your character black. Made their character black, the armor, and only parts of it, not even all of it. Not even like the whole thing, like the missing granny error that you get sometimes. So yeah, I was able to finally see it, and it sounds like they have fixed it across the board. And what was really nice is that one of the developers actually came back and gave some replies about it. We had a player named Nina who was really hoping for this to be fixed because one of her like favorite armors was affected. I can't remember which one, but she made a little cute little post. Let me find it really fast. Here we go. So Nina was like, look, this happened to my armor set as well, and it's been frustrating. And let's see, where did he post a reply? Basically, every armor with that blackness bug should go away. Should hopefully be fixed now since the graphics fixed not per outfit. Sorry. So yeah, it sounds like, yeah, Port Nowhere. Yeah, Port Nowhere outfit is one of the ones it had the issue on. Patient Defender was one of the ones that had that issue on. Let's see, there was Discharged Infantry Boots, Arctic Trooper Helmet, Light Devotee Robes, Cybernetic Varactile Mount, Exiled Padawan's armor set, and basically the developer said that it's pretty much fixed across the board. And they said they also fixed the textures of the Stairs, No Blasters, Path, Cantina on Rishi. I don't know what was wrong there, but apparently they fixed it. Yeah, there was a lot of those bugs right there. Oh, it happened on your Bounty Hunter's armor? Yeah, so hopefully Civilian, maybe go in and check. Yes, and it also fixed it. Nice. I'm really glad to hear that it got fixed across the board there. So it sounds like it had something to do with maybe the shadows changing. The other issue, I guess you could call it, related to shadows. Oh, this is kind of cool too, by the way. Another developer answer, which I liked. Pixel Shadow. Swtorista, hang on. Swtorista. Shadow Swtorista? Oh, here he is. I finally noticed the SWTOR pixelated or grainy shadows things you guys were mentioning. And it's very hard for me to see. You can kind of see it here on the armor. And I think part of the reason I didn't notice it before is because I probably thought it was part of the armor and didn't think twice about it. But when you zoom in close, you can kind of see it. This is actually a shadow, the shadow of the head over the neck, as if the light was facing down. And there was actually a really nice answer. Let's see. I remember there was, oh yeah, things Aaron thought. Super jaggy old shadows no longer exist after 7.4. The cinematic lighting fixed that and was an artifact of the old non-shadow characters in the cinematics. Current dither on the shadows hides their blockiness, and it's less obvious with the higher resolution and faster frame rate. I know that I saw a different reply about dithering or something like that. Maybe it was in response to Cal. Oh no, why are these all not showing? Hang on. It's not very useful. Ah, here we go. Cal, yes, Cal posted this really cool answer about anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing. And he said, an example of anti-aliasing shadows from NVIDIA themselves. The new lighting shadow text SWTOR uses is, instead of A and C that were common before. At a distance or squinting, it comes off like C without nearly as much demand from your graphics to render the shadows. So he posted this really cool little screenshot from NVIDIA itself, which I thought was really useful. So you can either have A or C. A is what we had before, and it was really ugly. C is what was happening in higher quality games, but it takes a lot of computer power to make it really nice and fuzzy like that. And then B is apparently a nice little in-between right there. Nice little in-between between fully pixelated and fully fuzzy, and apparently takes a lot less computer power. So that was a really nice post by Cal. It was really cool of Cal to follow up on that one. Let's see what else do we have. So that's a different quote-unquote issue, and it probably won't be fixed. That's probably how it's going to be from now on, because in general, it sounds like it uses less of your computer and it's more kind of up to NVIDIA than SWTOR, I think. Big I think on that one. Oh, nice. Cordy Pie over on YouTube said, I had the hidden achievement bug. Can confirm it's gone. Yes. Alexi says, what's the most chill class, RP-wise, over on YouTube? Sith, Jedi, Smuggler, or Bounty Hunter? I want to RP a chill dude that just does what he wants. Oh, man. Alexim, if you're still here, I really think the Smuggler. Can you guys confirm or deny? With the most chill character who just does what they want, would that be a Smuggler? I mean, don't forget, you are kind of the main character. You do occasionally get roped into stuff. But I'd say the Smuggler probably fits that bill. Oh, we've got a lot of players, Alexim, saying, yeah, Smuggler, 100%. Yes, yes, yeah, Smuggler. Smuggler is chill. Yes, perfect. So there you go. Do what you want as a Smuggler. Absolutely. So let's see. Catching up here. The maps for the Bastille family farmhouse now have their intended background images. I couldn't figure out what the hell the Bastille family farmhouse was. Is that like somewhere on Alderaan or something? Or like Terrace? I don't know. The extra player icons have now been removed from the map window icon legend. I also don't even know about that one. Stop Bullying says, hello, brother. Hi. Hi, welcome on in. Hi, bro. The Cartel Market and Collections images for the Field Tech Gunner armor set now feature the correct belt. That's funny. You guys always get mad at me when I accidentally mix and match outfit pieces with the wrong set on Swtorista.com/armor. And I'm like, ha! I saw that and I was like, I'm not the only one who does it. The Refined Mentor's Dual Saber. So this was interesting that they bothered to fix this kind of stuff. The Refined Mentor's Dual Saber no longer clips with the character's left hand. The Refined Mentor's lightsaber no longer clips with characters that use female body types 2 or 4. The Refined Mentor's bracers are now visible on characters using female body types 1 and 2. Like, I don't even think I noticed that when I tried those on myself and took screenshots. The matte black and metallic black dye modules now drop in the Ultimate Cartel and Ultimate Cartel Platinum packs as intended. I didn't even know they were supposed to be in there. VFX for the serpent's tongue is no longer missing. Wait, there was VFX for that saber? That sword? What is it supposed to do? Is it the like little glowing dot? Hang on. Swtorista. I don't know if I ever took a screenshot of it or anything like that. I think I only ever had the the promotional image that the developers themselves released. Interesting. The Double Agent and Shady Gambler dye modules have been added to the Golden Certificate vendor. You guys, I'm so excited about this one right here. So excited. Because I've been collecting all of the dyes in the game. And these two, oh my gosh, I am cracking up. These two were... So when I'm creating lists of stuff, I often reference data mining because that can give me a really good spot to start. Just a list to start with, and then I go and confirm everything in-game. Everything on the site is really, really, really hand-tailored, I guess you could say. It's not a database site. It's not a wiki, as sometimes you guys refer it to. It's literally a fan site, a website. Basically, it's a really, 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 really big blog. So it's not always correct, but it's more accurate in that it is made by a human and not a robot. So I use data mining as a basis, and so some dyes, they just never existed in the first place. They're kind of back in the game's files, but they don't actually quote unquote exist in the game. And there's lots of decorations like that too, and we did a lot of tracking that way for the decoration site as well, marking down what's real and not real. Obi-Wan Kenobi says, are dyes single use? Yes, unfortunately, which is something that I'm dealing with right now. So I was doing the same thing with dyes as I did with anything else. And I've been updating Swtorista.com/dyes with the newest dyes. And there's lots of rare ones, lots of hard to get ones, some that never existed in the first place. But I found a really weird scenario. There's 2 dyes, the Double Agent dye and the Secret Agent dye. that were apparently on the Cartel market, but only ever for an incredibly short time. Like, they were only ever up for like a month or something like that. I am not entirely clear when or how they were available. I had a couple players say that, oh, I recognize that die. I had that on one of my armor sets, or I remember that die. I had a really hard time finding it. I had to look for a long time. But I had no proof that anyone actually had it. No one like posted screenshots or anything. So I was like, did this die ever freaking exist? And one of the developers swung by, it might have been one of the same ones we were talking about earlier, and said, I remember adding that to the game because I remember it was based on XYZ. I remember it was based on a character from Rogue One or Andor or something like that. And I was like, oh my god! It's real! It exists! But then I still couldn't find any copy of it in game. So I've found that I can't always even trust entirely what the developers themselves said, because whatever happened back then may have been true, but may not be true now, 2 or 3 years down the line. So I have to like double confirm it, and I couldn't confirm it. And so then a few weeks later, they did some updates in the background, and I saw the die was re-added to the game as a non-Cartel market item in the data mining files, and I was like, what? What double agent die? I was like, what are you guys doing? So yeah, the double agent die. Let's see, binds on pickup. Oh, be careful, it's binds on pickup. Be very careful. Binds on pickup. So I have to make sure to go buy this on another character. These 2 dies are now available to Shady Gambler and Double Agent. Sorry, not Secret Agent. Double Agent and Shady Gambler die. They both cost 6 Cartel coins. There's nothing like particularly special about them or anything like that, but they just straight up weren't available before, essentially. So yeah, they're sorry, probably golden certificates, my bad. I'll double check in a second. So next question from Cypher over on Twitch. Cypher says, hey, I subscribed for 6 months. Last time I subscribed, and unfortunately life got in the way and I didn't play. Today though, I'm going to subscribe for a month this time and play and have 10k Cartel coins. Hell yeah. Do you have any suggestions for what is worth getting with them, even if not, what to stay away from? Hey, that's a really great question. So first off, welcome back to the game. That's a really common issue. I've experienced that before when I used to play RuneScape. I bought like a 6-month sub, and then all of a sudden, as you said, life got in the way and I wasn't able to use it, or I was quite upset about it, because for me that $5 a month at the time was all the money I had in the world, you know. So I actually, even in SWTOR, even today, even with playing for the last like 10 years straight almost, I only subscribe month to month, and I don't have to be anxious about it, even though it technically costs me $1 or 2 more per month. LOL. Okay, let's see. Where did I fly to? Why am I on McKeb? What am I doing here? Oh, I was hopping on this character to go check out those dives real fast, right? Got it. Oh, Slothfruit says, yeah, those 2 dies, I made those for like the solo movie or something. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much for noticing my obscure post and adding it back in the game so I can finish working on the die list. I'm always excited to like collect stuff, so I'm glad to obsessively finish my collection. So whoever got those properly added in the game, so they actually get used, that's great, instead of just being a kind of wasted asset. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, I need to go to Nar Shaddaa. I will travel to my stronghold, and I'm gonna make some new copies of my gear and put those dies in, so I can take some nice little screenshots to show off to people. So speaking of items that are kind of getting wasted, Slothfruit says, hey, no problem. Yay, no problem. I'm kind of that's one of the things I'm looking at right now is on Swtorista.com/armor. I'm working on adding all of the previous old armors and what they look like and where you can get them, and if you can't get them, what are similar ones or ones that look identical that you can get, or is there some looks that maybe you just literally can't get anymore? And I'm hoping to be able to submit that to the devs too, because a bunch got added back through fitted armors, and I actually assumed that all of them would have been added back by now, but I'm actually finding some that are still, like, there's no way to get them, essentially. It's kind of crazy. Like, I would thought with all the billions that they've added back so far, we would have got them all. But wow, there was just so many armors in the various earlier eras of the game. 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and a little bit of 5.0, not as much. But some of those are still kind of like super obscure, or you can't get them or collect them at a higher level. Do you know if that die is even in the game still? Oakby, we were talking about the Officer Blue die. So, have you been checking the GTN or only the Cartel market? That's a different one, I'm guessing. I'll hop downstairs, I think. There's a GTN down here somewhere. I always forget what direction it's in. I think it's this way. Cypher says, oh, sorry. I forgot to actually answer your question. Let me look up this officer die and then we'll swing back. Thank you. For anyone who's asking questions ever or comments, I have trouble paying attention and remembering things, so feel free to always re-ask or reiterate. Okay, so oh yeah, I'm not seeing officer die. Let's check Swtorista.com/dies. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there's no search button? That's sad. That's disappointing. Oh my gosh. Hey, Tox! 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 What did you say? Let's read what you said out loud. Hang on. German to English, because I know you. Let's see. Oh. You're so cute, Tox. Here's what Tox had to say.
Willkommen in de Festtent allemal van links nach rechts de Tent. Die Wortgemolt nach links. Nach rechts. Knock und kehr. Nach links. Nach rechts. Oh, wat ihn fest. Komm OP. Komm OP. Komm OP. Komm OP.
What does that mean?
Welcome to the festival from the left to the right. The tent, the word molded to the left. Nar right, no more. Nar left, nar right. Oh, what a fee. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hey, Tox, thank you very much. Okay, what is this officer die that you're talking about? Which one are you trying to find? Because there's like naval officer die, deck officer die, squad officer die, and none of them are blue. Oh, is it the naval officer die that you're looking for? I mean, this is greenish. Oakby, is this the one you're looking for, or one of the other ones? So, naval officer, deck officer, and squad officer. I'm gonna link you this whole guide. So if it's one of those three, I was able to acquire it in a manner that allowed me to take a screenshot. So that means I got it somewhere in game. It did actually exist at some point. I see deck officer, I see naval officer for 58 million, deck officer for 7 million. I don't see squad officer, so that one's apparently a bit rarer. What about the Cartel market? Hey there, Anony. Hi, Anony Mouse. Hi. Officer. And I do see all three with that word in the name here. So, Oakby, gotta get back to me. Now let's go to Cypher's question. I'm a bounty hunter, about level 40 to 50, doing the Rise of the Cartel expansion. I have 10,000 Cartel coins. What should I spend them on? Or what should I avoid? Really, really great question there. So there isn't necessarily a right answer. You sent me a text, Tox? Thank you. And maybe you guys in chat can also give some suggestions to this player, Cypher, who is looking to figure out what to spend their 10,000 Cartel coins on. So because you are so low level, because you are 40 to 50, because you are still kind of experiencing the game, I don't think I would necessarily even recommend spending them. You may want to wait till you're finished the story-ish, or you can always buy something now, something cosmetic, and wear it during the story. The only reason I say this is because, I don't know, personally some of the fun that I get while leveling a character in a new game is experiencing the armor as I get it, because you're always getting new different types of armor and stuff like that. Oh, it's called Uniform Deep Blue. There you go. That, yeah, not having the right name might help you find it. LOL. You're welcome. Hopefully that helped, even though if it wasn't the issue you were looking for in the first place. So there's a lot of stuff on the Cartel market. Most of it is cosmetic. There's very little that is not cosmetic. And the items that are not cosmetic, I don't necessarily recommend you actually buy. So for example, this is really expensive, Master's Datacron and Equipment Bundle. I wouldn't recommend buying it because you're kind of a new player and it's an expensive item to not really know what to do with it. There's a bunch of unlocks. I don't necessarily recommend buying any of these unless there's any of the cosmetic options that you like the hairs or stuff like that. What I generally recommend is either you want A, credits, or B, cosmetics. So if you're searching for a specific item and it's not on the Cartel market, like you found something you really like the look of online or on another player or whatever, and it's not on the Cartel market, then you need credits so that you can buy it from another player, right? So if you're looking for credits, you're looking for stuff to buy and resell. No, don't buy XP boosts. Don't buy XP boosts. You already level so fast and you get tons of those for free. Second, if you're not looking for a specific item that's not on here, I would just buy a cosmetic item. So that could be a really cool mount that you like the look of. That could be a armor set. That's often what I recommend is an armor set. And there's some really cool bounty hunter ones on here. Like, let me show you some of my favorites if I can find them. What's on here or not on here at any given day is always a little different. I like this one a lot, the Hollow Shield Trooper. I like this one a lot, the Cyber Agent set. Those ones are quite Mandalorian. This one's super lore heavy and neat. The Mythosaur Hunter's armor set. Bionic Raider is really cool. Has a little floating droid. Very bounty hunter-y. If you like bounty hunter with little flames, that one's good. The Furious something or other, Furious Gladiator. If you want the Mandalorian helmet from the Armor Smith, the Weapons Master, you can get that helmet here. Let's see. Infamous Bounty Hunter set is kind of the one of the ones people like to use to cosplay as the Mandalorian. There's this Merciless Seeker's Bone helmet, is super like a lore heavy armor set. I really like the Mandalorian Stormbringer armor set. I like everything about it. I wear it on one of my characters. If you want a kind of classic SWTOR look, Reforged Mandalorian Hunter armor set. So yeah, just so many good Mando stuff on here. And then I will point out there is a really good on sale tab. Some items are on sale, but they're still like expensive. For example, this item is 40% off, but it's still over 1,000 Cartel coins, so still kind of expensive. But other items are like 90% off. Was there any really fun ones we saw in here? We saw a really fun emote. Yeah, there's no icon for it. It's really funny, but there's some emotes that are only like 13 Cartel coins that are pretty fun and cool to go pick up. Holo Call. Okay, if you have 10,000 Cartel coins and you want one item to get, I vote this one. Buy a Holo Call and use it regularly to take cool screenshots, okay? And do whatever you want with the rest. That's my vote. There's if you like, I don't know if you've tried out the player decorating and stuff like that, but there's a lot of cool Mandalorian decorations in here too, or of course just any of the bundles are really good. Coldovi mentioned, yeah, that's a good idea as well. And Cypher also asked maybe like a race unlock, so be aware for the race unlocks. That would be a good cosmetic one, yeah. There are other ways to get the different species in the game, so don't accidentally buy one that you don't actually need to pay for, because they're kind of expensive. They're like 600 Cartel coins, but I mean, that's not a lot for you at this point if you've got 10,000 to spend. But I've just linked you the species guide if you wanted it. And then the other thing I will point out that may be very useful to you in case you're not aware of it is, let's say you decide that you want to get something like an armor set or mount or weapon or pet. A majority of them in the Cartel market also exist in what's called collections. So let's say, what would be a really cool mount for a bounty hunter? I need to avoid the Varactiles because I like them too much. You want this forklift. You decide this forklift mount is just the best, funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. Its little claw goes up and down. And you're like, I can't live without this. I need this. I need to run around on my walker. And if I don't, I'm gonna die. So you buy this walker for your character. You can also, once you have bought it, and you can double check this before you buy it too, to make sure it's actually in collections and how much, or see if it's in collections, yeah. You can go into your collections and you pay, the amount ranges from 200 to like 600 cartel coins, and it'll become available for all of your characters on your account. So that's why I kind of recommend checking out a mount, because then you can really use that across all your characters. And the last thing I'd maybe recommend, and this is kind of a cheapskate option, but I really like it, is if you take a look at the item modifications, the crystals. I recommend buying one crystal you really like for all your characters and then paying to unlock it in collections. And then every time you get a new weapon, a new blaster pistol, a new offhand, a new lightsaber on your other characters, you'll always have a new crystal that you can add to those weapons and get the free stats from them. Ray Hadshua says, another question, which lightsaber is a good combo for the Dark Harbinger Acolyte set? Oh yeah, that one just came out, right? Is today a fashion day? I don't mind it. I've been working hard all week. Dark Harbinger armor set. So this is the Dark Harbinger armor set, the new one that came out. It's got the cool hood. Oh my god, that looks good. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti out. New outfit goals unlocked right here. Let's see. That was just with my Mando stuff that I had on. What might be a good saber to go with it? Inspired by the Acolytes. So I don't think there is specifically a weapon that goes with it. So what is the Serpent's Tongue? Who wields a sword in this show? I thought it would like come up, but I can't think of it right now. So off the top of my head, what do I think of when I think of this outfit for lightsabers? I think of... I'm trying to remember what it's called. Snake? It's wiggly like a snake. It's a black hilt. It has lightning crackling around it as an animation. I can't spell. Weapons. Desktop. This is how I find things on my site. This part's not as updated as it should be, but it has lots of them. Let's see. Cartel Market lightsabers. Cartel lightsabers, nice. Twisted Fang. Yeah, there we go. That's why I kept saying snake. Twisted. So this one's quite expensive. You didn't ask for the cheapest one. You asked for which one I thought would look best. The Twisted Fang lightsaber. So one, it's got this really cool kind of twisted hilt. This curved hilt. The blade itself has a animation on it. And by default, it's purple, but of course you can make it literally any color that you want. Oh, Executioner's lightsaber? That might be cool too. That one's always a little crazy for me. I usually, like, I love the concept of it being so ridiculous, but it's so big. That actually looks really sweet too. That looks really good. What about Twisted? What about double-bladed lightsaber? Hey there, TBJ! Oh, nice question. Good question. Hang on. So Cypher, I hope that was a whole bunch of stuff for you to go look at. And Cypher says, thanks for the advice. From what I've heard, I think I'll buy a crystal for my weapons and then play the game a bit more and save my coins before I spend more than that. Nice. I think that's a pretty decent idea. Unless there's like a cosmetic that you're like, oh, I love it. I don't usually recommend spending your character coins in general. I like the Twisted Fang suggestion. Ashla's would look cool. Okay, but Ashla's looks good with literally everything. What about Bogan, which is like the dark side one? Ba-bam! Oh, that's also cool. Oh no. Oh no, you're just gonna have to buy every single... You're just gonna have to buy every single one. What are you gonna do, Ray Shadow? Oh. We had another question from TJB on YouTube. I just completed the Eternal Throne DLC. How can I start the next chapters? Because I don't see an option. So you'd finished Eternal Throne. Oh, I see. So there's no more chapters. That is the end of the way chapters work. Chapters were something they were trying out. They were trying out the idea of being able to replay chapters and have it with the difficulty modes in the chapters menu. And as you can see, that's the last one. The next quest that should start, if you don't already see a purple quest automatically in your log, is you can go to your ship. Easiest way is to go to your map, your Alt M key, I think, and go to the galaxy map, and you can go to your ship from there. That's the easiest way to get there. And there will be a blue box on the ship. Now, if you find the blue box on your ship and you don't already have a purple quest in your log, and you can't find the next quest on your ship, that means you need to subscribe to the game to unlock the more recent expansions. So the next one that you should be on, if you just finished, thank you for the ad, that's just what I needed right now. If you just started, you just finished Knights of the Eternal Throne, so you're right here. The next part you would start is Iocath, the Traitor Arc. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what it might be called. Let's see if we can see it here. Fractured Alliances. Fractured Alliances is what the quest should be called, I believe, on the ship. It'll be under the heading called Onslaught, says Zenmancer. Thank you. Very, very useful. How do the different tiers of access work? There's free to play, and then you can spend $5 in the Cartel shop to get a higher tier access, right? Yes. And then there's full monthly subscription. Yes. Hey there, Berserker Banky. So that is a great question. Pretty much every game that I've tried to learn about their subscription and free to play versus not free to play options has been confusing as hell. Like, I feel like not a single one of the MMOs is like super clear, because there's like so many different options. I just found out that Final Fantasy actually has 2 different subscription models, and I was playing for a year and I didn't know that. Like, kind of ridiculous, because I was playing the free-to-play version, and like how upgrades work and stuff like that. They're always so confusing. So Star Wars: The Old Republic is very simple once you know, but very complicated from the outside and not very obvious to see how to find it from the outside. So the way Star Wars: The Old Republic works is there's free to play, preferred, and subscribe. So free to play is as it sounds. It is free to play. It is purely free to play. There's nothing you have to buy, all the way up until level 60, and then you can keep playing. You just can't go up a level. And you can play the first 2 expansion stories for free. You can keep playing after you finish them. You just can't continue the story. And there's so much stuff available for free to play. I've just linked you a huge guide called Free that details the intense differences in charts and stuff like that, if you really have like detailed questions. But in general, the free to play experience before you ever spend any money gives you the whole base game, all 8 class stories, the first 2 expansions for free for the stories, but it does have some like restrictions in terms of credits, what items you can wear, being able to communicate and or trade with other players, stuff like that. Some of them are like spam bot restrictions, and some of them are like convenience restrictions, is usually what I like to call them. But I've played over 60 hours on my free-to-play account. Really don't mind. Really didn't mind it at all. So with that said, what are the other options? So there's preferred, and preferred is something that they're actually kind of trying to phase out very slowly. It was something added when they first added the subscription and free-to-play model, and they wanted a kind of in-between. So preferred gives you a few more perks, but not very many. It'll give you a few more convenience unlocks, but not that much more than free to play. Very, very limited difference. So I don't really recommend even trying to get it specifically by spending $5 or whatever on Cartel coins. Lastly, there's subscription, and this is the very interesting part. So in this game, you do not pay for expansions, and you can continue to play the game as free to play even when you are not subscribed. So for example, Final Fantasy, if you're not subscribed, after you subscribe, No, you just literally can't even log into your characters. So when you're subscribed, subscribing is how you unlock the later expansion stories. Subscribing is how you play the end game content, the operations. Subscribing unlocks lots of other perks and rewards and stuff like that. And Victor, why'd you call me a dingleberry? What the heck? Why gotta be like that? It make me cry. And so lastly, something really cool and important to know is that let's say you don't have a lot of money and you want to unlock the expansion stories, but you don't want to stay subscribed for the next year, or you're afraid of commitment, you can subscribe, and it'll stay unlocked. All the new stories that you unlocked, they don't go away after you unsubscribe and become preferred. Thom Wan says, it's nice to be able to log in and check something, etc. and free to play, but the game is unplayable for me without an active subscription. Too many annoyances. So in my opinion, if all you're doing is playing the story, especially the class stories, like you're still lower level, it's totally fine. If you're a higher level, like level 80, and you're doing any type of collecting, any type of endgame stuff, any type of operations, any type of really social stuff, you really want to be subscribed. It's going to be really hard. Berserker says, it's not being able to chat that bugs me about the free-to-play. So yeah, that is actually not a money thing. That is a restriction to prevent spam bots. And most other games have some similar type of restrictions. For example, on Final Fantasy, in the free-to-play version, I can't use the market. I can't buy and sell to other players. I can't trade with other players. I can't make groups. I don't think I can invite other players or whisper people. But I will say, in SWTOR, it's a pretty good balance, and they're kind of constantly adjusting that one. I noticed, hang on, chat. You should be able to use chat to speak to other players. Free-to-play account. Okay, this changes all the time, so if it's not correct anymore, let me know. Players can use chat. Free-to-play accounts are limited to 1 message per minute, and preferred players have a short time limit of 1 message every 15 seconds. This is to prevent spam. I have also heard some free-to-play players cannot chat and are prompted to subscribe. This is confusing, and I'm unsure why it's happening. You may have to reach level 25 to chat. This was a restriction that has been removed, but may still be applying for some accounts. So yeah, I'm unsure, and I'm unable to test anymore because I already out-leveled that on my free-to-play account. Ross says, every time a new expansion comes, I subscribe for 1 month and I get everything. Also, the subs benefits, for example, Galactic Season rewards for subs are amazingly better than preferred or free-to-play. Yeah. And Zenmaster suggests if you're looking to subscribe, definitely visit Swtorista.com. Oh my god, no, SWTOR.com/buy. And there's a bundle there. That's a really good deal. Gaitar says, I gave up my sub after realizing that I was just subbing to sit in a dead queue for hours and hours. I'd resub if the game was more popular or if server merged together or something. Right, and I'm very big on like vote with your dollar. If you're unhappy with the game or you're unhappy with what you're paying for, unsubscribe. Like I'm really big with vote for your dollar. Very feel strongly about that, and I actually did for a while. I was unhappy with the direction of the game and unsub for like 6 months. But yeah. So I hope that answered your question, Berserk. Across the across the board. Victor, who called me a dingleberry, says, "My bad, boss." That's good. Thank you. Paz says, hello over on YouTube. I got the new Insidious Counselor armor set from the Ultimate Cartel pack, and now it's on my item stash. If I get it for one character, can I get it unlocked in collections? So yes. Don't forget. So you've got the Insidious. You would claim it to a character. You would equip all of the pieces. The little pop-up would say this item is, not pop-up, but in chat, especially in the other tab, it'll say Insidious Counselor armor set has been added to collections, and then you'll pay like, probably like 400 Cartel coins, 600 Cartel coins, whatever it is, and you have to pay to unlock it across the entire account. So not automatically. It's in collections for just one character, the one you equipped it on first, for free. Ross says, do you think they would merge the Shan into other servers? Some friends of mine were talking about it. Has SWTOR merged servers before? Yeah, it's happened before. It's happened multiple times before. There's a potential they could in the future. For example, maybe Shan plus Starforge. That would probably help Gaitar, who was saying that they were queuing up and nobody was online for them whenever they were playing on whatever server they were playing on. doing whatever type of content they were trying to play. I don't know the answer to any of those, unfortunately. However, there are downsides to server merges as well. For example, people lose their character names because you can only have unique character names. So if there's another disconnect, I'd have to fight with that person for the name. Having more people on a server is detrimental for some things like questing, because everybody gets in the way of everybody. It affects the economy. It affects guilds, whatever the guild economy might be called. But yeah. Yeah, so legacy name doesn't matter, but character name does. And every time there's been server mergers, people have always been upset that they lose character names. I lost my main character name for a while. It was really frustrating. But then there was another server merge and I got it back. Yeah, so it might. So that's the downside of merging. Those type of things they always have to consider, you know, when making mega servers or whatever you want to call them. So what is sinister? I need this and I need this. And I need to destroy the extras and not destroy any dies. Oh, one more glove. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. I didn't know they're making a data center in Indiana. That's kind of interesting. Oh, Drago. Was that addressed, your issue you're having with Bessie, is that addressed in the patch notes saying it's fixed, or was it not addressed in the patch notes and it's still not fixed? Like, is it something that says it's fixed but it's actually not, or it's just another different issue? Not addressed. Oh, man. That's heroic. Mission for the bonus for Bessie as a second mission. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I haven't actually run that kind of stuff yet. I haven't gotten to it yet, so I don't know the specifics. So I'm not going to lie and say I understand. So these are bound once I pick them up. And then what I do is I'm going to put them in these armor sets and go take some screenshots of them so everybody can see exactly what they look like. So we'll take a little screenshotty of them in the vendor too. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, oh. And let's go to Makeb. That's where I like to take screenshots there. But I'm not gonna go to the Makeb space station because it drives me crazy. Crazy. Okay. Zenmaster says I played on release and then didn't for a decade. When I came back, I had some characters on SWTOR and some on Starforge. Yeah, a lot big server merge over there. Kalsar says, didn't we used to have more than 2 US servers and more than 1 APAC server at one point? Yeah, Kalsar, there's been multiple rounds of server merges since the game's launch. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are entirely correct. Okay, let's see. How was I doing this? Was it like an outfit that I was stamping? I think so. Yeah, that looks right. And I was just spending credits each time to unify it? That's funny. Oh well. Whatever. Whatever. And how was I taking these screenshots before? Oh, that's not a command, is it? I tried. Desktop! And so these screenshots look like this. Ah, they're from the legs up. So we'll try to repeat that same screenshot again. Consistency is key, except when you don't feel like it. Except perfection is the enemy of done. I think I caught up with every question. Oh, there's a player asking, can you show the Acolyte armors? I will try and attempt to do that next. How's that sound? If you're still here and didn't get frustrated. There's a lot of questions in chat. Nice to see you guys all chatting today. Oh, this is actually a really nice dye. It's take my colorful glasses off. It's almost close to red black, the way that the very dark blue interacts. Is this the same screenshot? Oh, I took it on Odessan. That's not Makeb at all. Are these all on Odessa? Oh, interesting. The first time I did this years ago, I did it on Macab. But since then, I did it on Odessa, so I had to fly. I'm gonna go on a little adventure. Ah, full pedal. Hello, old gentle person. Full pedal gaming says, I still remember a time when gear on our companions wasn't just cosmetic. Are you the kind of person who's like, get off my lawn? I need to go get to my walker. You're very old. Yeah, I remember back then too. I'm kind of glad they made that change. It was a lot to try and juggle. Stop mocking us. Listen here. I'm old too. Oh my gosh. Mr. Swtorista came in an hour early because he wanted to grab something from the room where I was sleeping. And I was so cranky. I was like, why'd you have to come in? He's like, I just needed to get some socks. And I was like, but I even cleaned up the onions in the kitchen for you. And he says, I know. It wasn't a slight against you. I just needed to come in. I said, I'm sorry. I'm just so old and cranky. I was so upset. Oh, I'm so proud of him, though. He went for a run this morning. I was like, ooh, good boy. Proud of you. He has trouble spending time, like self-care, workout, stuff like that, because he has like a 2-hour commute. Blah. Since we moved. Okay, what was I doing? I was taking a screenshot. Okay, let's see if we can find this location. Oh, this looks like over here. Oh, I bet you it's like right here. Oh, I bet you it's on that corner over there. Right here? This is looking good. This is looking promising. If it's not exactly it, it's pretty close, you know? I can't tell if the lighting is the same. Oh, I wonder if it's out that little door over there. What about companion gift fragments during the companion affection era? I'm pretty sure those still physically exist. Oh, maybe it was... No, it's dark here. It's definitely not right here. LOL, good try. It's probably doing something stupid like standing up on a box or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, I'm gonna laugh if it was up on a box. Oh my god, it was! That's almost exactly it. That's funny. Okay, well, box it is. And it's from the knees up. Oh, and I should unequip my weapon. Nice, and we'll be able to add these to the site. Oh, that's exciting. Getting your first speeder at launch was so rewarding. Even these days, getting your speeder, if you're a brand new player, is still quite a thing. It takes you less long to get there because you level faster, but it's still quite exciting to be able to go pick it up. Especially because so many players don't know how to get it, so you often don't get it till till down the line by accident. Oh, look at this yellow. Oh my god, look at this one. This is some bright. This is some bright. Okay, so we're gonna go post this to Twitter to show people. Let's get these uploaded first. And then we'll crop them. Oh yeah. Hit it. Ah, the life of a content creator. Hey Andy, hey, nice to see you again. Hello, we're taking a look at all the new stuff in the game. 2 new dies available at the... Oh, what did we say they cost? They're golden certificates, right? At the Nar Shaddaa nightlife vendor as of today. They cost 6 golden certificates earned during the event starting July 9th. And so the 2 ones that we're adding are the double agent, shady gambler. These existed as cartel items in the past, but were incredibly rare and essentially unavailable. Yeah, go ahead and share the link. You should be good to go. As long as it's a SWTOR or related to what we're talking about and not something weird, you're good to go. Not simple. We gotta crop this real fast. And edit. Edit. Nar Shaddaa nightlife. There we go. Now the people as Cartel. 2 new SWTOR dies. Oh, we have to cut out some letters. And there we go. That should do the trick. Concise. All right. Was there anything else in the patch notes to go check out? Let me go catch up with chat. I remember SWTOR had a great release where you could pre-order your character name, pre-make your guild, and be a guild leader and have a formed guild on release. Haven't seen any other MMO do it since. Yes, the guild system in Star Wars The Old Republic was really neat. They really put a lot of effort into that, and I think that was a really good call. I think that helped a lot. I wish I could have gone to the guild summit way back in the day. That would have been so cool. Oh, Rothscharan, you finished a video on how to take good screenshots. Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. Andy says, once servers came back online, we took our characters of the Bone Smuggler to Yavin in pursuit of the Revenites today. Bum, bum, bum. So you guys are getting quite far in the story there, then. How non-friendly is veteran Flashpoint match made, says Quint. Hey, Quint, so... Okay, Quint, there's... It's a bit of a complicated answer. So the first thing I'm gonna send to you is we have a specific guy. I'm tired of this creepy music. Odessin, you're really not helping me here with my life. So here's a really nice guy called Group Finder Flashpoints, Quint. And there's even a video there if you want kind of a more in-depth discussion about both what you need to do to prepare as well as what type of etiquette is expected. So basically, veteran flashpoints in a general way, the actual game, are very easy. They don't require a lot of skill gear or experience. A lot of players who are skilled can even solo them. Like, you don't necessarily need to be good at the game to play them. However, in the group finder, very specifically, a lot of the people use the group finder really want to go fast and efficiently. They don't want to grab any extra enemies. They don't want to go the wrong way. They don't want to stop and smell the roses. They don't want to watch the cutscenes. This is not everybody. This is just a large chunk of players who are in the group finder. They're in there to get their specific rewards, whatever it is that they are after, which kind of sucks for a normal player who's maybe it's their first time or even their second or third time, and they're looking to just kind of play the game in a normal pace and manner and be social and stuff. Like, that's not what people are looking for in the group finder for the majority. If you're looking to do group stuff, particularly with other people, and to enjoy their company and enjoy playing with other people, what I actually recommend is to instead look for other players in a guild to play with. And I've just linked for you the guild finder, which is something that we built to allow players to connect with other players. And you can search by your server, and you can search by your faction, or even your language if you need to. Zenmaster says, I did a master Flashpoint where some elitists had left and we still did it with only 3 players and a companion healing. Right. It's, the Flashpoints themselves are not impossible by any means, yeah. No fighting, only stealth and crowd control. Fight bosses, move on. Right, that's the mentality for Group Finder Flashpoints. Right or wrong, whether you agree that's how it should be or not, that's kind of how it is. Jonathan says, so the changes to get target planet for Bessie is great, but kind of expensive. Yeah, Jonathan, so I haven't really been playing Bessie myself. I've been kind of watching from the sidelines, and I played it on the test server. I gave a bunch of feedback there. But then by the time it came out on the live server, I was overwhelmed by all the other stuff coming out that I didn't jump into Bessie yet. So from what I understand, you spend the generic prototype data, and it costs 30 each. Like 30 is not a lot of currency. Like it's 30 somethings, but I think that's a lot in terms of how much you get and how much you need to spend on other things. So if I remember right, before the update, you need to use that currency to also upgrade Bessie, right? So you can't upgrade her without the prototype data if you're spending the prototype data on the training modules, yeah? On the specific ones, so it's not random. And then my second question is, I saw someone post something about there being a new cap of some sort. Is there an actual new cap or like a cap that's being used more? Oh, because you can only... I gotta see what I wrote in the guide. The weekly cap on them, so let's see. I don't even know if I wrote about these. Oh yeah. They had the cap before, the weekly progress of 300 per week, but I don't think it mattered as much before. Oh, so you could only buy 10 missions. Oh. And you'd buy the missions and then you couldn't even actually upgrade her. Oh, that's disappointing. I fully understand now. Thank you guys for explaining. I appreciate it. Yeah. Just kind of I think it's the pain of adjusting a system that wasn't necessarily fully ready to go. But I don't know if they would have ever had it fully ready to go. This is the kind of system that, because it's supposed to be super... Look at these posters. I don't remember if I've seen them here before or not. They're cool though. I don't think they could have fully tested it because, like, to get to this point, we're multiple weeks in, right? It's not like a player could have given feedback on it unless they were literally paid to play the game on the test server for like 40 weeks straight. Or whatever we're at now, you know? Which I don't think they really do. But yeah, so they're just kind of adjusting as we go. Hopefully that cap adjustment or whatever the specific issue is now can be addressed sooner rather than later, but at least you guys can progress now without being frustrated about RNG. You'll just get stuck sooner. Yeah. So if you did Bessie, you could buy your 3 modules, but then you need 5 total. Is that correct? 5 per planet, like 5 CC-198s or something like that. I think Zach has a chart here somewhere. Oh, it should be closer to the top, yeah. There's that little chart he was making. I don't know if it's still correct after the updates, but I think it is. What did I click? I didn't mean to. We're not done yet. Not yet. Okay, so... You 5... Oh! 5 CC-198 and 5 Islecat and 5 Black Hole. Oh, gosh. Okay. I see. That's a major block. That's gonna take you, if you're buying them. Oh, you only need 4 of each because they give you a guaranteed one. So you need 4 of each of these times 3. You need 12, and they each cost 30. So you can do a little under a week's worth A little under this level in 1 week. And I don't know what actually the next levels are. Oh, nice. Sunjammer says number 6 is 5 times Oricon. Let's go right there right now. That sounds about right. 5 Oricon. 5 Odessen. Once I heard they were going to update it, I actually told Zach, stop playing Bessie. Stop wasting your time on her. I'd rather you work on other stuff. Here, let's change these to question marks, actually. There we go. Done. Some areas only have 5 dailies and the modules are for 2 dailies. Oh, the modules are for 2 dailies? Oh, and you're limited by the number of dailies? Like Rishi? You need to do 5 modules. Each module requires 2 dailies. That's 10 dailies total, but they only have 5 dailies on the planet and you can't do this on multiple characters? Oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh. That's I'm kind of glad I'm not working on Bessie right now. I think that's not quite the right phrase. I'm glad there was so much other stuff that I was excited about that I didn't feel any need to go do Bessie. Like, I didn't feel like I had to do her because there was nothing else going on, you know? I'm glad about that. And lastly, Rampage Achievement Boost item now works within the Minbusit district on Hutta as intended. So we made it through all the patch notes! Congratulations, everybody! You've done it! You've done it! And we went and checked out the new dyes that just came out, and we're able to show. Oh, you can see that. You can see the blue a little more clearly here. That's kind of cool. Really, that's a freaking striking dye. Oh my god. Holy guacamole. Andra not Odessen? Oh. Oh, did I make me go fix my table? Onderon, no to Destin. Yeah, Destin doesn't have dailies. That makes sense. Onderon. Quinn says I did finish up my 40 or so Red Reaper solo runs though, so maybe I could handle doing Flashpoints these days because I tried doing one before a few years ago, but everyone stealthed and left me behind on a non-stealth class. Right! And like, that's stupid of them. Really dumb. But it doesn't change. That's kind of what the meta is. Like, it's... Oh. Jonathan says, correct, see, but you also cannot collect the rewards box, so I have 6 boxes to open, so you have to choose the type you wish to progress. Oh my gosh. Oh, mess. Fizz says, may I ask a question that may look like a novel as I try to explain? Okay, Fizz, you're yes. And as soon as I answer your question, I'm leaving this world. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go take a look at Galactic Seasons. How fast do you guys think I can get through another run of Chiss? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and run the Chiss Flashpoint fast while we answer Fizz's novel. Melly Yellow Twi'lek incoming. Oh. You think it's going to take me 21 minutes? Man, is that my best time so far? If so, or is that my Ruins of Null best time? Okay, let's make sure we're switched over to loadouts. Let's switch over to operative. Yeah, 15 minutes in. Go. No, I'm not leaving. Fizz, I'm just being goofy. Fizz, type your novel. I'm gonna run my Flashpoint for the day. I'm trying to collect something, but it's difficult for me to do. Nia says I've timed this at about 15 minutes. So okay, if you did in 15 minutes, that means it's probably 21 for me because I'm freaking slow, distracted easily, and I die and. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. When I don't get distracted. What pieces do you have left from Copero? I need the second set, the Ascendancy Soldier. I need the helmet. And I think the gloves. And I've just been getting unlucky with them. We did see Corey Fish, Core, posting that they got the helmet not too long ago. They are their partner. I forget which one. Hey, why didn't my loadouts change? Why am I not an operative? Oh, what the heck? 99% sure I pressed the button. And this is why I can't get a 21-minute run of anything. For house in Ricani! Oh my gosh, I was laughing yesterday. I had turned off the volume for the, only for the voice actors, so I didn't have to listen for house in bikini over and over and over. But then when we got to the operation... Thank you, Gabe. We got to the operation and I couldn't hear the voice.
For house in Ricani!
No, that one wasn't in game. That one was you. Oh, and I can't change it because I'm in the Flashpoint. Ah. Angry, angry, angry. So yeah, I'm getting closer, Calcer. Thanks for asking. What the? Did an enemy just attack me while I was trying to escape? I'm gonna cry. Oh, good night, everybody. I'm leaving this world. Oh my gosh. Nia says when I keep alt-tabbing to write in Twitch chat, it takes longer. Krez says, man, I remember playing the crap out of this game at launch for a couple years. Oh, hang on. I need to do this properly. Hang on. Activate. Is my computer gonna crash? Well, looks like it. Sheesh. Okay. One last thing. Gotta clean this up so I can see if I get new pieces more easily. And I'm gonna abandon... Oh, I think I could just run in the door? Yeah, okay. Man, I remember playing the crap out of this game. It launched as Krez. I literally built my current computer to be able to run this on max settings in 2011. Yes, I am in dire need of an upgrade, lol. And took a week off work to play it. Me too. I sat down for 3 days straight. I ate pizza pockets and Coca-Cola for all 3 meals and didn't sleep. I still have the collector's edition Darth Malgus statue. Me too. Someone sent me one. I didn't get the collector's edition back then. I'm really thinking of getting back into this game again and doing all the content that I've missed. Hey there, Krez. Yeah, Krez. Well, welcome back to the game if you do. If not, hi. Have some nostalgia. If you have any questions about the state of the game or anything like that, any specific questions, don't ask me generic questions. They make me cry. If you have any specific questions about the game, feel free to ask in chat. Did I go the wrong way? Yes, but I think I can fix it. I've been playing basically since launch, off and on since launch. Apparently if you go in hot lava, it knocks you out of stealth. Who would have known? But yeah, hi. What class did you play way back in the day? Infernus says, I recently bought the Furious Gladiator armor, but the helmet goes pitch black in cutscenes. Is there a fix? Infernus, I have an important question. What is going on over there? I have an important question, Infernus. Have you tried it today? As in the last 4 hours or so. Last 4 hours or so. They recently did a patch, update 7.5b. There are a lot of other armors that had a similar issue, and they fixed those and said it should have fixed it for all of them. So I'm wondering if it may actually just be working now if you haven't logged in yet. Let me know. If not, then there's an ongoing different issue, and you should take a screenshot, eh? Send it to me. I don't know how you do that. Maybe send it to me on Twitter or Discord at Swtorista, either one. Keho, you just graduated college a couple weeks ago, so you can probably guess why I didn't have work. Oh, Keho, I'm sorry. Good luck. Good luck. It's a weird economy right now for those without any current job experience. Okay, so here's Fizz's novel question. Novel of a question. I returned to the game I did a chunk of SWTOR on my main character, but realized I was so out of touch with the story. Yes, common issue that people run into. So I decided to play a new character to get the part of the story my main character was on. I decided to go Republic as I never played much of that. So basically from Cartel to like just before Spirit of Vengeance mission, will there be much difference in story? I'm aware light and dark makes a difference. Okay. I understand what you're asking. So the class stories are different. I know you're very aware of that already. And the two faction stories are fairly different, like the planetary stories when you're low level. And I feel like you're probably aware of that too. Rise of the Hutt Cartel has a Republic story and an Imperial story. They are actually different, though they cover vaguely the same events. You know, the imminent destruction of Makeb. And those two are worth a play through Imperial and Republic side, I would say. Pretty fun experience on both sides. And the Imperial side has a really cool ending if you haven't played it yet. It's like one of my favorite, like, you know, like ending awesome finale. Okay, I need to give 60% attention on this boss or I die. 5, 4, 3, 2, down. Oh, my little pets are still out. That's so cute. It's working. It's working. Second, Shadow of Revan is really not that different Republic and Imperial side. Ow. Blow up already. Basically, it changes who you talk to. So, like, you get more Lana Beniko time. You get to talk to Darth Mar. Imperial side. Republic side, you talk to Theron and you talk to Satele Shan more. But that's essentially it, because you're allying together. That's the whole point of the Shadow of Revan story. Is that there is a bad guy and you kind of have to unite secretly to defeat him. Then there's Knights of the Eternal Throne and Knights of the Fallen Empire. Those ones are the least worthy of a replay through, in my opinion, because they're very long. And it's not that different. However, there are some really cool differences, light and dark, as I've mentioned before. That I think you've already heard me talking about. Light and dark specifically. Not Republic or Empire, but light and dark. Or rather, kneeling or not kneeling. And those similar consequences, I guess you could say. Then there's Knights of the Eternal Throne. It's the exact same thing. And then after that, as far as I can tell, there's very little to no difference. There is some. But it's essentially the same story. You are united against a common foe. Regardless of what side you're playing on, you're no longer necessarily against each other. Chucky says, I've done the warrior quest line just to see the fat man again, probably 20 times at this point. A blind, deaf, comatose lobotomy patient could see my anger. Oh, wait. Did I pass the bonus boss by accident? Oh, I feel so lost. Help. If I'm in the room with the grapple hooks, did I go too far? Or am I'm not there yet. Okay, thank you. I did like that we found out even if we finished the Flashpoint, we could go back and do the bonus boss. That was funny. After the boss that you have to jump up to fight. Oh, okay, so after the grapple hook boss lady. Got it. That's right. That makes sense. Bastion says, I think the Sith Inquisitor is the best story. I can restart that multiple times and stabbing my boss in the back repeatedly never gets old. The Inquisitor story is the one that I like to replay the most. I played it at least 3 times, which is a lot for me. Really a lot for me. Oh, Micro, I remember you're saying you're on your Togruta and your character's eyes were clipping as they squint. I have seen that before. I don't know if it was on my main character. He was just a body type 2 human female. But I have definitely seen it happen before and it looks really weird. I feel like I've seen it happen on my Twi'lek. Inferno says, I'm logged in right now. I see my logo character. My logo? Oh, login character. With the helmet glitch, I'll see in cutscenes if it's not glitched. So, if you're having the glitch now in the character login, maybe grab a screenshot there for sure. And yeah, hop in a cutscene, I guess. The black helmet issue that I was experiencing before that they fixed, or rather black armor pieces, really dark shadow, I was able to see even outside of a cutscene. This might be a separate, different issue. Fizz says, I was concerned I'll be out of the loop if I played as Republic and tried to switch back to Empire. Would you say I'd be okay? I would say you'd be okay. You would know the main story beats, which is all that's really important. I'd say, like, I'd recommend feel free to continue if you want to see the next chapters of the story, you know? Bonus bosses after Miss Chiss. Here she is! It's Miss Chiss herself! Miss Chiss, Miss Chiss. Unstoppable. Miss Chiss, Miss... Oh, get back here, Miss Chiss! Goodbye. Oh, not goodbye. Circle comes with me. In the Eternal Expansion, the main things that matter are your choices in alerts that unlock companions. Oh, that's true. Right, but that doesn't matter what faction you're on at all. Oh, I guess different companions will be available on different factions. I don't consider that part of the main story, though, to be honest. Bum, 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 bum. Don't let them out alive. Oh, a hell of a Full Title Gaming says, I did the same thing. I recently came back as a really long... Enjoying all the content that I missed often on launch, basically. Nice. Didn't we used to be able to have one flying pet and one ground pet? Yes, but we got it back. Oh, I died. I need to give at least 20% focus for this fight, and I was giving it 0. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh! She killed me, but I killed her first, so I won. Done it! Pro gamer, let's go! Here's the bonus boss after Miss Chiss. Beautiful. Yeah, have fun on the Sith Sorcerer. That's a fun one to go play on for sure, for the expansions. Hey there, Bud Girlmer says good evening. Hello there. Hello. And hey there, Tori. Tomic says, do you have any guide for PvP armor, specifically Sith Juggernaut? Hey there, Tomic. Do I have any? How to PvP? So, Tomic, important question. Are you level 80? If you're not level 80, it doesn't matter at all. Oh, apparently I do have a whole guide about level 80. What is the current cap for PvP? Is it currently 336? I have 332 in this guide, but I think that's no longer correct, right? 336? Let's just literally do a mass change right here. Look, we're gonna take the whole article. We're gonna control F332. Hopefully that won't break any image names. 332 to find all the 336. And anything that said 340, find all is there anymore? Oh, there was 2. 344. We're literally gonna update this guide just for you right now. Special delivery. PvP gear. So Tomic says, yes, ma'am. Perfect. Great. Because if you're low level, there's doesn't matter. So here you go. Literally just updated the guide just for you. because nothing has changed except for some of the numbers. But this should kind of give you an idea of how gearing works in PvP. Basically, it's not like a gear set. There's not like a specific gear you should be buying for the Juggernaut. What all classes are shooting for are a specific set of statistics that add up together to make the best statistics you can get for your character. So this will give you an idea of what you need, all the different types of items you need, and how you would go about that is in the individual guides. Like if you don't know how to get stats or how to get the stats for your armor, how to get the modifications, these links will lead you towards the individual ones. Or if you don't know what tactical to get, click tactical and it'll lead you how to get that. It doesn't have suggestions specifically for PvP, but they're usually roughly the same. Hopefully that's useful. Pedro says, can we choose Bessie's modules? Yes! Yes, Pedro! I literally have the image up in the other... How do I send you the screenshots in Discord? You probably have to request to be my friend at Swtorista. I would guess. Oh, what did I press? The wrong button again. We're not leaving yet. We're gonna run this Flashpoint if it kills me. You can now choose which Bessie training module. Which Bessie training module? And you pay 30 prototypes, so it'll slow you down, but at least you can progress now without RNG. Okay. I need this one needs like at least 50% focus. 5, 4, 2, 2, 1. Or I die. Which is not the worst thing, but that definitely slows me down, that's for sure. Yes. Oh, it's such good stabbing. Just wonderful. Almost. Ah! How did I get conquest? Oh, Eric Jorgen probably killed somebody in the background, I see. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, yeah. Look at that go. Yeah. Wait, did I get a piece I wanted? No, I didn't get any armor at all. I did get a resort rug, so I'll take it. I'll take it. What were we talking about before that? Before I had to give at least... Oh, no. I'm gonna laugh if I die to the trash. I probably am. That's funny. Oh, wow. You created your sorcerer back in the 5-day head start of the game. Yeah, before the game was technically even out. Very cool. Yes, Pedro. Good luck leveling up Bessie. Juan says, me too, I reached level 5 as well. Yes, good luck. Good luck now that you can. And Tomic, if you have any specific questions after checking out the guide, we're here pretty much every weekday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Pacifics. This would be about the time that I normally stop, so I'm actually going to be done as soon as I finish this Flashpoint. Which I didn't get lucky with. Can you guys wish me some good luck for the final boss? Because I'm really not having any luck getting those last pieces. I feel like I got all the other ones quite fast without too many duplicates. I have for the last 2 bosses, so the bonus boss and the final boss, I have a 2 in 7 chance of getting what I need, which is not great, I guess. Oh, but I guess I could have dropped nothing too. I wonder if nothing counts as a same chance as the individual pieces or not. Probably not. There might be a higher chance of getting nothing.
A test of logic. Be careful. A wrong move will spring one of Copero's many traps.
Good luck. Thank you. Good luck. Fingers crossed. Thank you. So what was I working on last night? Last night, oh, I was bad, girl. I was finally starting to get my sleeping schedule back on track. And then yesterday I went out to do like errands outside the house, and I ended up going shopping for like 3 hours because I was looking for something. And because I spent time out of the house, I felt like I didn't spend enough time in the house. I didn't feel like I'd spent enough time working. I didn't feel like I'd spent enough time working on the house. I didn't feel like I spent enough downtime. And so I ended up staying up till like 2 a.m. because my brain wasn't ready to be done for the day yet. Just like a case of feeling like there wasn't enough hours in the day. Even though I probably would have been happier overall if I'd skipped one of these. Oops. I need like a kill counter for dying to that. I've done it at least 4 or 5 times. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, hey, New Wave Goth. Hey, nice to see you, New Wave Goths. I went to the mall and maybe spent a little too much. I've been getting pretty good at that. In the last 5 years or so, I've really been focusing on reuse, reduce, recycle. The number one for those is actually refuse. The first thing you should be doing is refuse. Like, don't buy the item in the first place. Don't accept the item as a gift. Don't take the free items that are being given away, like, unless it's all of these things are something that you actually want and are going to use actively. So I've been getting pretty good at that. I've been getting pretty good at not buying stuff I don't necessarily need or want. Using a lot more hand-me-downs and or used things. I still really like stuff. I'm still incredibly materialistic, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So instead, I've just been trying to focus on reducing my footprint, I guess you could say. However, yesterday, we had a whole snafu where someone had bought me a birthday gift, and then it wasn't the right size, and then it was a very nice and very, very thoughtful gift. So I felt very loved regardless. It was very much something needed and wanted. And so they went to go return it, but they spent too long, so they had to get a gift card instead. And I was like, well, wait, they have something else I could use. I'll give you the money, and you could just buy I'll pay the difference between them since you returned them and only got a gift card. But then I got those, and they were really low quality, and I couldn't see them when I was there and test it. And so then I had to go return them again, and then they were like, we'll give you the money back, but the one that got spent on a gift card, we can only give you a gift card back, unfortunately. And I was like, oh. Well, okay. I guess I've got this, like, $80 gift card that I don't know what to do with now. I guess that's my birthday gift now? This was a while ago. This was a long time ago. This is not anytime recently. We're just finally actually dealing with it. And so I had this $80 gift card to Big Lots. And I was like, what? I was like, maybe I'll just buy food and use it to replace my grocery bill? But the food there is not really well priced, which I was surprised about. I thought they would be a good deal there. Hey, Kafa, thank you very much. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just go on a shopping spree at Big Lots, which is really fun because I have not been spending money frivolously for a while. Like, ever since we moved, I've been having to, like, save a lot more. And before that, we were saving up, and we have a lot less money just on hand now, unfortunately. A lot of it has to go into repairs and stuff like that, which sucks. But nice to have a place to be. How big are their lots? Big. But Big Lots food and snacks, like, I felt like I could get better deals elsewhere. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna look at everything else. So I did, like, do you guys remember? Oh, Eric Jorgen's gonna die to tornadoes. I'm gonna die to tornadoes. Oh my gosh, where is this guy? Oh, don't I have to find him? My bad, I forgot about that. Die! 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 So I did, like, a shopping spree, like, how much stuff could I get for exactly $80? Yeah, there's a Big Lots in California. There's multiple. I got a paper lantern. I saw that. Unfortunately, I got a bracers that aren't the right one that I need. That's okay. Do I still have any achievements to get for this freaking Flashpoint? Hang on. I probably still have some in veteran mode. So I was curious. So you know how sometimes when you run an operation, when you get an item, I think it has a timer, and you can still trade to people who are in the operation with you. That doesn't count for Flashpoints, right? Like, if I took you guys along and you guys got the piece that I need, you couldn't trade it to me, right? Because I need the whole set myself. Oh yeah, I have all the achievements except not the master ones. Can you send me by email? Yes, Infernus. Swtorista@gmail.com. Yes. And remind me who you are and what it is. If you just send me the screenshot, I'm not going to know what the frick you're talking about. How can you rebind active powers in your hotbar? I still have various menus bound to my keyboard. Yeah, so escape, preferences, key bindings. And I believe I have a guide about this in general. Swtorista, key bindings. Yeah, here you go. And if you need more information about your quick bars in general, I'm going to link that for you in chat. I'm glad you're enjoying the morning streams. But yeah, so that was the first time I went like shopping in a long time now. Which is kind of crazy to me versus just buying what specific things that I need. I bought stuff like, I bought kitchen scissors. I bought dry erase markers. I bought oil pouring jars. I bought some curtains. I bought a pretty soap dispenser. Like, you know, stuff that I would have eventually got anyway, but I was like, I'm gonna get it with my little gift card. Woohoo! If you have Aldi, they're good on prices. Yes, Aldi's pretty good, but they don't have a lot of stuff. They're my go-to for lotion, by the way. Aldi lotion is really, really solid. But they don't have like the specific chips that I like, or they do and they don't have sales on them, stuff like that. Did you buy a whisk? No, because I already have one that I got at garage sale. Garage sale life. And I stayed up all last night working on bricks in my backyard because I wanted to finish something in my life. So today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow, I believe we will be playing Star Wars Hunters as long as I can get it all working. So I hope you guys enjoy checking that out with me. If you wanted to, I don't know if there's like a referral link or anything like that. I'll have to figure that out. We'll be doing that tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. On Monday, we'll probably be doing Operation. We're really saying goodbye this time. I'm trying to find someone to go raid. I feel bad because Andy always raids into here, but then I can't usually raid him back. We're gonna go see Kitty Kisses today. So I hope you have fun with him and his cat. Hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye. See ya. Have a great day, everybody. Have fun with the new stuff that got added.